We are live, guys. What's going on, Johnny Cool? Sent out a few more tweets here. Got a problem with my LinkedIn. Bolting to a new high, thought I'd jump on here. What's up, guys? This is live, Tom. We're trying to be live a little bit more, especially if these markets move. LinkedIn got some issue. What's the problem with LinkedIn? Give me 1 second here. Nice to see it break out. I know a lot of these other altcoins aren't doing as well. Bitcoin's really leading the charge here. Kind of interesting. 7,600 Bitcoin. What's up, Joshua? Hold on 1 second, if you would. All right, sorry about that, guys. Something didn't work on my phone. Port type live session. Yeah, we did have that. We was talking about a triangle here in the fourth, so we got that immediately. We had mentioned the breakdown here on this spring down to 72 and change, so things are back to getting a little bit easier, hopefully, for me. That's with obviously the Elliott Wave. I'm still kind of excited. Charting software, we're getting the kinks worked out. There's Bitcoin with the software. Price volume definitely is correct. The OP, they've got it, I believe, working correctly today. Still more things to work on. The force, the technometer's giving us a couple issues today for some reason. What's up, Chris? Yeah, it's easy when it's easy, and when you got the right counts, it's easy, etc. So hopefully we'll get back on here and we'll be right 80% of the time, maybe. I mean, on Wyckoff, going back, we got the spring on the test. I've mentioned here live before. On the spring here, we had some volume come in. You can see the red bars. And again, this is volume 89 exchanges, so we're going to start spitting out way more Wyckoff. And I talked about on the test, this was a test volume, really low, and we had good volume come in off the low. So then we've got today's hopefully turnaround. And then, as always, I'm going to talk about then the Elliott Wave. Some people don't like that. I mean, Wyckoff, I use Elliott Wave for probably just really more confirming, but I've seen it work really well in many markets. And so the thing is here, markets look good. Elliott Wave, if this is a fourth wave, means this is a ending move. So we could stop anywhere up here and go back in and do another fourth wave, which means off the low we've done a 1-2, and this is a 3 I called for. And then we would do another 4, which would just be a move from like here, maybe back down to that 7,200. And then the rally to above 8,000. Or this rally right here could dig in and, we could go to 8,000 on this rally. So the key is we're coming out of a triangle. What's the distance of the rally out of this triangle? I mean, the wave 1 was small. Wave 3 was huge. The wave 5 could be small, or it could extend all the way to, like 8,000. So the way some of these other coins look, they look much different. So, you know, we could do a 1-2, 1-2. We could have done a 1-2. You know, this could be a 1, 2, 3, 4 new highs. So, I mean, things are different here because the alts are not performing as well. You can see here all the red down the side here. Dash is the only one that's been doing halfway decent. Dash chart looks good off the lows. Now, if you run down here real quick, let's just look for green arrows. I mean, DCT, GByte, Metal, NAV, Storage, VIA, Waves, XZC, Zen still doing well. ZRX again down 6%, not doing a good day. Here's Zen, new high for the move again. So Zen looks good. I really would like to see this thing, you know, everything extend here. So we just got to see if Bitcoin firms up here at 7,600 and then extends this rally. So yeah, I agree. I mean, having a little bit of Elliott Wave here doesn't hurt. Again, I've traded this since the 80s. I've seen moves, you know, unbelievable Elliott Wave calls. So with Wyckoff, I mean, yeah, Wyckoff always said don't mix different strategies. I get a lot of grief for talking about Elliott Wave, but I'm here to provide value. I think, especially in these markets, I think Elliott Wave is helpful in cryptos because there's so much psychological, there's so much fear and greed. So yeah, this break doesn't have a lot of strength, but you know that doesn't mean we can't hold here and continue. So if we don't continue here, then that's going to be the pink 3 done, and we're going to have, you know, probably a sell-off. I would think 7,100 would be support, but that means Litecoin, Neo, all these other ones are going to come under more pressure. So that's not going to be much fun. I mean, Bitcoin's really showing its strength here. Hopefully Bitcoin can hold here, extend this rally above the 7,800, catch a lot of stops, still catch people looking, and the alts can firm up here. But yeah, definitely a different day with Bitcoin up 1.3%. A lot of stuff we look at down 1 to 5, 6, 7. So I'm still overweighted mostly on Bitcoin on most portfolios. So, and I think that's probably the way you should stay. What's up, Steve? So again, I mean, I think our whole job here, all of us, is make sure we're in the right coins moving forward, because probably you're going to see a lot of disparity on good coins, shit coins, etc. So just kind of wanted to come on, do a quick update. Again, the crypto software, I did get on my guys. They did. Looks like the OP is kicking out correct numbers today. So you can see here's the WWCI. So you can see the OP went to new lows here. I mentioned this when this was occurring. The OP went to new lows. Price was holding, so that was friendly. And then you can see this is volume on the way up, and you can see the last 3 days volumes came off. Again, this is the Wyckoff Wave Crypto Index, which is going to be 6 or 7, 8 of the big names. So OP Force, and I'm, you know, the technometer numbers, I'm not saying those are correct. They changed on me a little bit overnight. I told the developers I didn't like that. We're going to double check that over the weekend. But price, volume, everything else is starting to look pretty good. Hopefully we can start using this, help us make some money. So now there's Ethereum with the software. So again, my first glance, everything is starting to look much better. I mean, again, I don't think the technometer is right. The technometer would have been above 50 early the days on this high. That would have been, if reliable, would have told you we could have had a pullback. We're now down to 39.63, which means we're close to a minor buy again. So I'm just hoping the software will get reliable on us. Let's see if bring up a few more coins here. What's up, Steve the Bolt? Yeah, the alts look like shit. Now, Litecoin, the OP, definitely underperforming here. So again, I'm not sure of this. So do not trade off the software as of yet, but we're still getting there. Now I'm going to quickly, for a few people, I'm going to throw in our Pulse of the Market stock software. This is the Wyckoff Wave, which is a general market index like the Dow Jones, S&P, etc. You can see here we did call this low, which was a test of the spring. Volume has not come in very well, so not impressive. But the technometer now is coming back down to a little bit below neutral. I would think any type of pullback here, maybe to the blue uptrend line, is probably going to be a buy. And then on bonds, TLT, and some of these markets still will affect currencies and affect the cryptos. So there is TLT breaking down today. I think I'm short a little bit in the TLT. It did get oversold here. It's been flip-flopping around, but I think the bonds may be putting in a top here. Today's action is extremely bearish. So I think interest rates could work higher here. And then let's do the UUP, which is the US dollar bull. I've been talking about this market could roll over, and that is friendly to cryptos. So with that in mind, the last 2 days looks pretty bearish. We go to a new high, open at the highs, have selling come in, a pretty good red bar, and then today further weakness. So I've been talking about this. Dollar is overowned by traders. Probably the line of least resistance is down, and that provides support, I think, to the cryptos. So that could be some more wind behind our back here. And there's Bitcoin back to 74.88. So not impressive on the short term. Go back to the 15-minute, because 74.33 would have been probably the start of the triangle. So if we give up 74.33, probably mean that triangle, that was the spike. And we've got now a few more days of pullback and a few more days of these alts acting not well. So again, if we zero back in, I mean, really, this, you could say the start is there. So, I mean, we came right back down. We somewhat held that area. And again, you know, I think on a short-term basis, 3-minute chart, it's hard to, there's 74.25, so we're back through it. I still probably want to see more weakness here. This could have still been the wave 4, and this could have been a 1-2. But yeah, this pullback 74.16 does not look good short term. But I think for you know, for the bigger picture, that was still good to get that 5th wave in. So now, if that 5th wave is in, then we would just look for some type of ABC pullback, and support would be back at that 7,200 level. And that would be the pink 4 then. So that would be a 4 somewhat over here, a few days out, would be, again, on Elliott Wave, if you're going to follow the Elliott Wave. And we had a 73.80 print there, look real quick, 7,400 now. So somewhat, the wave 5 would have been about the length of the previous wave 1. Hold on a second, maybe a little bit of news on XLM. Software wants to be a little slow. XLM. Not doing much there. Let's see what Zen, 29.90 on Zen after making almost a 31. So a 31 to a 30 on the pullback. ZRX down 10.4. It'll be interesting if some of these, Bitcoin's been doing so well. Let's look at Litecoin then. So you look at a Litecoin chart, some of these other ones, I mean, they could have done a 1-2-1-2, which means they'd be extremely bullish here. Let me check a couple more things here, guys. If that's a correct count, which it could be, I mean, that means these things are ready to explode higher, really, on some of these alts. So, because these things are trading so different, you got to be kind of, I think, prepared for what they're telling you. So that would mean the alts are maybe doing a 1-2-1-2, they're ready to explode higher, and then Bitcoin. Here I'm going to show you some of the different things on Elliott Wave. If this was a wave 3, this could have been an ABC down. Then you go ABC to a new high. Then you have 5 waves down to a new low. That's an irregular flat. So that would mean we could come down below 7,200 real quick. And that would be the wave 4. And then Bitcoin now is more in lockstep with the alts. So again, that's why I don't think you want to get too cute short term here and be trading these Elliott Wave patterns on a 5-minute, 30-minute chart. I still think when you zoom back out and you look at our software, etc., I think the move off the low was impressive. Getting up here at 74, 7,500 is impressive. So maybe not look at the chart short term. I'm still bullish. I still think we go higher. So, anything else anybody wants to look at? Because if not, I'm going to probably cut and run. Got quite a bit going on. You can see I'm still in St. Louis. Probably staying. I got core sales going on and just working on the software. So. And again, for anybody, we got a few people late here coming in. Hold on a second. XEM, let's look at that real quick while I'm waiting on XEM USD. 30-minute. I mean, the most bullish way to count that chart now, Elliott Wave, would be a 1-2-1-2. So you'd want to be a buyer here. This would be the previous fourth wave. I don't think, I wouldn't talk you off that one. So that could be the count there. Again, here's the crypto pulse of the market charting software. It is working pretty well. They didn't get to my symbol list. XEM would be a part of that. It's not going to be a part of what we worked on before. So I do not have that as a choice. I can't show you anything. I can't show you the software from the 89 exchanges. Can't help you there, Lloyd. But I don't know how many coins I put in. I've looked at, my trading view, and most of the coins we've talked about are going to be in the new software, and I will add as we go. So you can see software working well. Real time, everything. You see they're still working. You can see here that's just a bad print from one of the exchanges, because we got to stop bad print coming from the 89 exchanges. And then the volume, this is 5-minute volume based on the 5-minute waves. So you can see everything is fine, but they've got an issue. It broke down. It's breaking down this week, and they're telling me that's just like storage issues or something from my server, my inquiries or something. But like I say, it's coming. So, and that's got to be helpful. So Bitcoin 74.22. And then I showed you irregular flat by Elliott Wave, but also you can see this could be ABC down, ABC up, and then another ABC down, ABC up, ABC down, and the triangle is more like this. And that would get us more in lockstep with the alts. So then you're looking at, that's why again, you don't want to get too cute. Then you're looking at it like this. So we had the A of the triangle, B of the triangle. We're going to mouse around here, probably come down and do a C of the triangle. Mouse up for a D, mouse down for an E. And this is the blue triangle. And then you got the big move up, then the pink 4 over here. So that's the way to bring everything together more bullish. So personally, as I keep saying, I think we're still headed higher. So I mean, I'm mostly still in Bitcoin in the bigger names. I guess I feel like Bitcoin's got to lead the rally, get the sentiment changed, and then we'll have more money run to alts later on in this rally, if this rally is the big one starting. So I think probably we're just kind of stutter stepping here, and the alts aren't acting as well. I mean, Vertcoin down 9%, OMG 9%, ADX 10%. So definitely poor performance there. And I guess, obviously the most bearish count would be, which we got to be, I guess, on the lookout for, is that this is not a 1, 2, 3. We've actually done an A, B. We just did a C wave high in Bitcoin, which means Bitcoin could head to new lows for the move, and the alts are going to get decimated. So we don't want to hear that, but that's the 100% bear alternative. So this is an A, this is a B. That was a C ending with 5 waves. The alts look horrible. They will come under huge pressure. Bitcoin would probably then still put in another new low below the 5740 or whatever. And I would have to bring that more to my preferred count if we start giving up, I don't know where, but start giving up 6,900 or something. If this count is what we're doing to the bull side, I said it before, I thought 72, 72.50 might work, and I think 7,000, 7,100 would be maximum downside on Bitcoin. We just got to see how these alts perform somewhat the rest of the day, next 24 hours. Yeah, Beav, if Bitcoin gives up, alts get demolished. There's no doubt. Classic, I can't figure out. I mean, looking really good back here, underperformed on the rally. Didn't look too bad early, and then just took a dump. So for me, I mean, giving away that 1550 level would be an issue. Bullish count would still be, this is a 1, 2, 1, 2. We could turn up sharply from here. So the key is, I think, on these alts now, later today, tomorrow, and if Bitcoin can hold this level, still work on a triangle and then head a lot higher. Tone Butterfield said it isn't so. That's funny. God, I don't want to be called that. If I turn bearish, that'll be my new name. It won't be the Todd Father no more. That's funny. And, normally, for me to try to figure out what this wave count is up here at the highs would be to look at the 5-minute chart. Let's see if I can get that to come up correctly, and I'm not going to be able to. They're still working on those issues. So it would somewhat be bring up Bitcoin. I got too many windows open. So we're going to go to Bitcoin 5-minute chart, and we're going to bring in see if we can do this ourselves here. Bring in on balance volume. So now if you do that, again, a 5-minute on balance volume is somewhat what our OP is. Just a lot of programs. You need to take the close for the day and chart that. But you can see this rally did not have any volume behind it. So that would make it suspect. But then you could still put a count on the volume. You call that an A there. And you come over here and call this the B. So it's going to kind of look the same as price, and then you're going to label the C then over here, which would still fit in. The most bullish then would be for volume to continue to slide off here while price holds this blue triangle. That's what we need for the bull count. So, and that would be, would be perfect. So volume does an ABC, price holds a triangle. That would be ideal. If that would happen, I'd be extremely bullish out here another day or so. If volume comes in huge negative, collapses, then Bitcoin's going to run into trouble. If falls continue down, then yeah, then we're in trouble. So I hope that helps a little bit. But for me, I'm still going to say that when you zoom out, everything still looks pretty good. Making a 76.50 or whatever the high was right there, I still think is impressive for the bearish sentiment that we've had, etc. Yeah, and if you're looking, if you're trading a 5-minute chart, that's an up thrust. You come up here for a test, but you're still going to say, I mean, the ICE would have to be still down here at 72, 7,300. So we haven't broken that. So you need to move down here to 7,100, 7,000, which again would make me concerned. Rally back to the ICE, and then straight down. So that's all I got, I think, guys. So, but again, if we move out, I think the move's been impressive. This is the dollar I talk about. If the dollar's ready to head down on any type of few week basis or few months, I think that puts wind behind the cryptos. So the thing to watch here is still these alts. Today's performance is bad. Can we put it together and hold in here and turn back up? Which would just mean that the alts had their correction. Bitcoin is so strong that it's just moving sideways because it's going to skate to 9 or 10,000. I think, Johnny, that the EOS guy put the interview off till today. So Nick is doing that tonight. And then Nick's working on a little bit of an intro to crypto course, just something people that know nothing about cryptos. We're trying to onboard more people. We're working on a probably $125 course. It's going to be A to Z for newbies. That's what we're kind of doing. And in the background, we're working on a few more things here. So we're really trying to spread some muscle and do this crypto stuff right. Then now with me being able to go live easily from my desk and with the software kicking out correct numbers, we're trying to go hard here. So that's all I got. 7409. I'm going to slip out of here, and once again, if I don't leave St. Louis, if Bitcoin moves much, I'll try to get live again. If I do head out, I'll try to do a recorded video or something. So good luck if you're trading, and we'll talk to you again soon. Later.